all to one side formation. They're going to do their brakes and do what we call some pattern work. You can see them coming in from the right at over 400 miles per hour. Here come the guys once again. These pilots from the 71st Fighter Squadron, Diablo, Torch, Meigs, and Scuba, representing your United States Air Force. I give you your F-15 Eagles. Subsequent aircraft slightly behind and below the other aircraft, staying in formation. There is another formation that you may see today, and it is called a finger four formation. If you hold your hand up with your palm away from you and tuck your thumb away and look at your four fingers, that's the finger four formation, with your middle finger being the lead, the index and ring fingers being wingman 2 and 3, and then the pinky finger being 4. That's a finger four formation. It can be either left or right. Hold up your left hand, hold up your right hand. That's how that works. There is also a diamond formation where they have the lead aircraft in the center position in front, 2 wingmen, and then the slot pilot, the number 4 aircraft, directly below and slightly behind the lead aircraft. Now let's watch. This is called the low approach. Watch the gear get sucked up. Pilot's throwing the afterburner, the throttle's forward into afterburner. Airplanes can get as high as 60,000 feet above the ground. And each of the jet engines, well, hold on for just a moment, I'll let this go by. You'll hear generate, each one of them generates over 23,000 pounds of thrust. That's 46,000 pounds of thrust with full afterburner from these Pratt & Whitney F-100 turbofans. Fully loaded, these airplanes weigh about 67,000 pounds. M61A1 Vulcan cannon, up to 4 AIM-9 Sidewinder heat-sinking air-to-air missiles. Advanced medium-range air-to-air missiles and provisions for up to 1,500 additional pounds of bombs, rockets, and missiles. Down an aerial adversary. The AMRAAM, the Advanced Medium Range Air-to-Air Missiles, can actually destroy targets up to 45 miles away. Watch now as these aircraft touch down, and watch how they keep their noses off the ground, the nose wheels off the ground as long as possible. The pilot has the stick pulled back into his lap, slowing the airplane down with a technique known as aerodynamic braking. using the wing surface area and the fuselage to help slow it down. Think of this, an airplane that empty weighs 28,000 pounds, again, fully loaded up to 67,000 pounds. They won't land at that weight, but that's a lot of weight and a lot of airplane to be stopped by two very small brakes. So they use as little brake as possible on the wheels and use that aerodynamic braking technique to help them slow down. Sometimes you'll see what is known as a speed brake come out of the tops of these airplanes, and you'll get a chance to see that certainly with the F-15E Strike Eagle. But maybe when these guys taxi back by here on their way back to the hangars, back to the chocks, as they say, maybe we can get them to pop the speed brakes and do a little salute to all of you folks who are here today at the 2008 AirPower over Hampton Roads Air Show. Thanks again to Brigadier General Mark Barrett, the commander, wing commander of the 1st Fighter Wing. Also, the Vice Commander, Colonel Jeffrey Pritchard, and also the 1st Fighter Wing Command Chief, Chief Master Sergeant James McKinley.